Action.
Oh, you're filming?
You're on Tony's show.
Take two.
Take two. So, we are transplanting pups from our pineapples that we've already grown into jars of dirt, big new pineapples. So we have planted store-bought pineapples. We twisted the tops off, put it in dirt, then it grew, obviously, a pineapple. And we have several more behind you. So once they actually produce a pineapple, they produce these little pups, which are new pineapple plants. So all you have to do is twist them off, put it in dirt, peel back to the roots. So once you buy several pineapples from the store, you have a never-ending supply of pineapple plants. And so eat them, grow them, sell them, whatever, you have your supply. So we are going to show you how to do that. So all you have to do is literally twist off the plant. It pops off. You peel back the layers to the roots, put it in the dirt, and water it. So they do come off very easy, but you do have to be careful as well. So you just gotta watch what you're doing. You want to get a hold of it, and you want to twist. Comes right off. So once you twist, you see you have that. You don't want to just plant that in the dirt like that. You want to peel off each leaf. So you want to peel that off. Peel it back as best you can, obviously. Do one. Two more. Harder on the smaller ones, just because there's not a lot to grab. So you can see there's a root right there, a little nub sticking out. So that's what you want to start seeing. So you want to start seeing something like that, so it has, when it goes in the dirt, it can start taking up nutrients. There's another little nub starting, so we're going to go with that. And she's going to put it in the dirt. We already watered, we already filled the cups up, and this is, just Miracle-Gro potting mix. This is only temporary. We're going to, in a month or so, maybe 6 weeks, we'll transplant from this into maybe their permanent home. So this is regular Miracle-Gro potting soil. And it'll grow, the roots will suck all that dirt up, and it'll pop out, and we'll move it on to the next. So. All right, we're back again 3 weeks later, a few weeks later, to give you an update on the Pineapple Express. Yes. But in the meantime, we're going to show you a few ways to
turn your everyday groceries into a gift that keeps on giving.
That's right. So we already showed you how to, use your pineapples, do the pups off of your existing pineapple plants. We're also going to show you how to reuse these things, green onions, and how to use your how to harvest your pineapple. So obviously left the label on. This is a pineapple from the store. Just like the ones that you already saw, those are all from the store. And we're going to show you how to essentially buy one pineapple for $1.50 and never have to buy another pineapple in your life if you do it right. So that's what we're about to show you. Oh, yes. Which I already showed you 4 or 5 days ago. I showed you when I cut it. You know, it's full romaine from the store. Cut it, it was flat, now it's not. So that's just sitting in water at the windowsill. So all this stuff, I mean, this is a couple bucks in the store, a whole pack, $1.98. And you can have these things for literally the rest of your life if you do it right. You know, harvest seeds from this, harvest the pups from these, and these literally just keep growing as long as you keep cutting it.
Yeah.
Like they seriously, yeah, they like huge. They just don't stop.
Henry.
Yeah, Henry, our resident roommate, onion. So, where shall we start? But we do gotta show you. So this isn't just your ordinary black dirt. What is in it?
Chicken poo.
A lot of chicken poo. Chicken bedding. It's got pine shavings and plus all the chicken poop from our coop. That's why you'll see flies and all that flying around it. But this chicken poop has been the one thing that I swear by that has gotten me personally a pineapple within less than a year. One has been 6 months, these have been 8, 9, 10 months maybe. But when you hear people saying, oh, it's been 3 years, I don't have a pineapple or whatever, add chicken poop. Because for whatever reason, the nitrogen, I don't know, but it always sparks one. So we got our chicken poop dirt. And we will plant these guys. So if you want to start doing that. And it's simple.
We already have peeling back, right?
No, we already peeling back. Like we already showed you, it's the same deal. This one was a big one. Like a little earlier, you saw I popped these. I popped some big ones off and I broke it. Which actually, so that's one of the big ones that I broke. So I twisted it off. The end broke right there, as you saw. And I really didn't think it was going to grow. And as sure enough, it's grown considerably. It's got roots coming out of the bottom. It's doing great. So always got to try. Like, at least try it. Because if you don't try, then you don't know. If you do try and it succeeds, then, well, got to plant. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put it in dirt and let it do its thing. This particular one, the romaine, I'm going to keep it in pretty good shade. Probably 80% shade for the day. We're in, summer in Florida, July 1st. So this does not need really a lot of sun at all, or it'll bolt. So we're going to keep it.
What does bolting mean?
Bolting means it seeds. So once, especially with a lot of things, but like lettuce, once it bolts, once it seeds, the leaves get bitter. It's not, you don't want to eat it anymore. That's with, basil, all sorts of stuff, vegetable-wise. So you want to keep it from bolting. When it bolts, it means it's gotten too hot out. So, and these are a cooler weather plant, more of a fall, early spring, stuff like that. Especially depending where you live. But being in Florida, this is not time of year for this. But we like to experiment, and that's what we're going to do. Alright, so next we're going to show you how to twist off the pineapple. So it is literally super, super easy. All you need is some dirt, a pineapple, some good soil, a bucket with some holes for drainage, and that's about it. So all you do Now, I know a lot of people will say you cut off the pineapple right there to give it food or whatever so it can grow, give it something to grow, start growing on. I've never done that. I've had success every single one we've grown. I've grown, we've grown, has grown from this method. So, same thing like you're pulling pups from an existing plant. You're going to take your pineapple, you're going to grab it right here, close to the base, and you're going to twist. And then you have that. So this is where it's important about peeling back. You want to get to where you see roots. Like right there, those little black spots or dark spots, that's a root. That's a root, that's a root. That's a root too. There's another one. So you want to peel back enough so they are exposed. Oh, there's a good one right there. There's another good one. So I would leave it right there. You see all those, it kind of looks like a sunflower. So that is good to go. Pull that label off. And we are going to stick it in the dirt. And we're gonna stiff it too. I like to transplant it a couple times. We'll plant it now. We'll plant it in something about 2 or 3 times bigger, and then finally we'll transplant it into its final resting place, up which we like to use 5-gallon buckets, and that's where it'll be. It'll produce pineapple, produce a bunch of pups, and we'll sell them. We'll sell the plants themselves, like these. We'll sell, and so it can sustain you, like money-wise, pay for your gardening, at least help pay for it, or your chickens, like us, or all sorts of stuff. So we're gonna have the green onions. So all you want to do is you're just cutting it off a couple inches from the root base. So, I don't know if you can see it, hopefully you can. But basically, I'll just cut them like that. In the meantime, we are going to add these onions to the ones we just cut to this guy. So, we've had these for a while now. Yeah. So, we're just going to add them in. I mean, they really, obviously, the roots get bigger, but they don't take up that much room. So, add them into here, and then that'll be that, and we'll have green onions for the rest of our lives, probably. Henry was one of these.
Yeah.
Henry was once one of these, but now we've had it for how long? About a year?
Yeah,
over a year.
Probably a little over a year.
So you see, I mean, they can get big. We haven't cut it, like maintained it, so obviously it's gotten out of control.
This, once they get to about this side, actually this shoot right here had a flower on it.
It
so
did.
Once that, like, it's like a pod, it almost looks like a raindrop, and then when it opens up, it's a big pretty flower. And there's hundreds of seeds.
But yeah, it's nice and thick, very pungent. I mean, you probably don't want to eat it that thick. I mean, maybe you do, but
if you're gonna eat it like this, it'd be like something that you probably replace leeks.
yes, leeks. Yeah, very good. So there's Henry. And these are the guys from 3 weeks ago. So they've all grown quite a bit. And if you really want to look, you get down to it and see it. Is that a root? There's a root right there. There's roots right there coming out. So they are absolutely growing. Oh yeah, look at those. Roots coming out, and that's just a little guy. Oh yeah.
That was one of the ones we broke.
And that was one of those broken ones, and look at that. It's growing in the center. It's doing its thing. So there's a root right there. So this is why.
Start over.
So this is why we pulled the other 2 pineapples while they were still green, instead of them letting them ripen on the vine. So if you look at this right here, we were on vacation, so this is why we didn't notice it, but it's probably birds pecked. Bam, 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 and then on the back side as well. So thankfully, I have pineapples before, and so has she, that have been chewed to hell. So we have this propped up like this, so normally it'll fall over and pineapple should just easily just pop right off when it's just right. So just like that. And when you smell it, oh, it smells like a nice, bright, beautiful pineapple. So you got a little bit of green right there, but this thing's ready to roll. So and we are gonna eat it. It's gonna be delicious.